their tone changed. They went from treating me like a valued customer to someone they didn't want to deal with anymore. Now I understand why. Hello, I'm Margaret Ducani. When I was 19 years old, I discovered lace wigs and I knew I had to have one no matter what. I found a local hairdresser who supplied and fitted them. She charged me £600 for an 18-inch wig, which was all the money I had saved up working 3 jobs as a carer, cook, and nursery assistant. Let me tell you, waiting for that wig to arrive, it was the longest 6 weeks of my life. I wanted to be the first person in my community to wear a lace wig. I was so tired of doing the pick and drop styles, which took like 5 hours and it left me in pain for days. I was fed up with it. No matter how carefully I maintained it, my roots always looked messy after a month or 2. I know you can relate if you've had pick and drop before, right? All I wanted to do was just run my fingers through my hair and not to feel braids in the roots. That was why I was so excited about this lace wig. I wanted to feel beautiful like the celebrities I saw on TV or those magazines. I dreamt of parting my hair any way I wanted or to put it up in a sleek ponytail. I couldn't wait. When I got the call that my wig had arrived, I was ecstatic. I had ordered a full lace wig so I could wear my hair in updos. I was ready. When I got to the salon, the stylist used ultra hold glue to secure the wig to my skin. You know how that goes, right? When she was done, she and the salon owner, they both showered me with compliments. I might have walked in there as a struggling teen with 3 jobs, but let me tell you, I walked out there feeling like $1,000,000 and the most beautiful girl in the world. But my reality hit hard when my lace started lifting just 2 days later. So what did I do? I called my stylist and she kindly refitted it, reassuring me that this was normal for first-time lace wig wearers. But the problem was it just kept lifting and I didn't know how to fit it myself. This salon, which was the only salon that was doing lace wigs at that time, remember this is 22 years ago, they hadn't taught me how to fit it myself. They didn't give me any glues. They didn't give me any sort of guidance how to do it myself. Within 2 weeks, I had returned back to the salon 4 times. That's how bad it was. 4 times I had returned back there for them to refit the lace. By the 5th call, their tone changed. They went from treating me like a valued customer to someone they didn't want to deal with anymore. They refused to refit my wig unless I paid again. I was left with no choice but to cover my hair with a scarf every time I went to work. My family, who never supported me in the first place to buy this lace wig, they were looking at me with those "I told you so" eyes. I felt so used, taken advantage of, and completely hopeless. That feeling turned to anger as I sat in front of my mirror with tears streaming down my face. I prayed to God, asking Him to bring up another lace wig company who would not take advantage of their customers after they've paid so much money. I wanted someone out there to provide lace wigs in a way that didn't leave people like me feeling so cheated. Just as I prayed, I clearly heard, "You do it." I was like, what? even thinking about it, I was laughing in shock that God would think that I, a 19-year-old girl, could ever run her own business. It seemed so ridiculous to me. Days passed and my lace wig was completely, at this stage, was completely off my head. There was like no glue left. Let me tell you, every time I looked at that 600-pound wig, my anger turned into determination. That's when I told God, I will do it. I will start my own lace wig business. I promised to run my business on His principles, putting love before profit. That meant every customer will know exactly how to maintain their wig, and I would be there to support them whenever they needed. The truth is, I had no idea how I would make it happen, and I was so terrified. With God, all things, and I mean all things, are possible. I knew I had to get to work. So the first thing I had to do was look for a supplier. So I was searching on Yahoo. Yes, it was Yahoo back then. Google was slowly rising up. And this was also before Asia became the go-to place for wigs. So you know it was a long time ago. I finally found a supplier in America. I studied her website like it was my guidebook. I worked extra hours in my 3 jobs just so that I can buy every wig tape, every wig glue that she sold, so that I can practice fitting my own wig. I wasn't going to go through that again. I couldn't afford to buy a lot of wigs to stock. I downloaded images from her site and I paid my sister to add my watermarks to them. I didn't see this was a problem because she was my supplier. I mean, I was getting the wigs from her. What do you think? Even though I had a supplier, she was just that, a supplier. She didn't offer me any guidance on how to run a lace wig business. I was so full of passion, but I was completely lost. I did what I always did. I prayed and I asked God for direction. Shortly after that, a friend of mine suggested that I should create a Facebook page. I wasn't on Facebook because I like to keep my life private. But since I was so desperate and so lost, I decided to give it a try. I started posting pictures of my wigs with my phone number on every one of them. Within 2 weeks, the response was overwhelming. I was fully booked, fitting wigs until 1 a.m. You would not believe this. I even had a pregnant woman waiting for me up to 2 a.m. in the morning just so I can fit her lace wig. I was in such high demand that I was never broke again. With all this success, I still kept my 3 regular jobs, but I asked God if I could quit them. He said yes to 2, but He had me continue my work as a carer for another year. Now, oh gosh, I can't do this. Now I understand why He wanted to keep me humble, to teach me gratitude, and most importantly, to show me how to love others by giving and serving them. Oh. I'm telling you, it is the best gift that He could have given me. Completely changed my life. Changed my life. The way I see people, the way I see the world. changed my life completely. And I'm telling you, there is no greater gift than being a giver, than loving on people. It is absolutely priceless. Today, my company Blessedluv is the UK's leading wig business. And through the Wig Flipping Business Masterclass, I help women just like you build a profitable wig business from the ground up. With this one simple strategy, you can create your own successful wig flipping business without all the stress and overwhelm that I went through. So if you're ready to take your passion for wigs and turn it into a thriving wig business, I invite you to join my free Wig Flipping Business Challenge today by clicking the link in the description. This is your opportunity to follow a proven path and make your dream a reality. If you're with me, let's rise in faith, reign in wealth. This is your destiny. Say amen. I'm celebrating you.